Spice math. That's right. We add it up, multiply it, man. Spice math. Okay. A couple things we're gonna learn today. Spice math. All right. Take some time, educate yourself. Spice math. That's right. You won't believe it's just math. Come on.
Hi, I'm Ruth Doughton.
Hi, I'm Aaron Williams.
Hi, I'm Brandon Alexander.
Hi, I'm Kelvin Doughton.
Hello, I'm Lyndon Sincere.
We are your Spice Math tutors.
You won't believe it's just math. Just math.
Hi, and welcome to another episode of Spice Math. In today's episode, we'll be looking at finding the LCM. Our objectives for today's lesson would be to define the terms lowest common multiple, or LCM, list the multiples of a number using skip counting, find the LCM of two numbers using two different methods. Your tools for today's lesson would be a ruler, a pencil, a pen, and a notebook. Now let's get into the lesson. And to begin with, let's just define some of the terms that we'll be using today and the term lowest common multiple. So first, what is a multiple? So we're talking about finding the lowest common multiple, and multiples are results of multiplying a number by an integer or a natural number, the opposites, and in some cases, 0. The lowest common multiple of a group of numbers is the smallest number that is a multiple of all the numbers. To find the LCM of a group of numbers, you should be able to identify the factors of these numbers. Now, what are factors? The factor is a number that can divide into another number without leaving a remainder. There are a few methods that can be used to find LCM. However, today we'll focus on two of these methods. Our two methods for today are listing all the multiples, and we usually use this method for numbers that are less than 10. Our second method would be using prime factors, finding the prime factors of the numbers for numbers greater than 10. So let's get started with the method listing all multiples. And I usually call this method the brute force method. So if we want to find the LCM of 5 and 8, firstly, we're going to assess our two numbers. 5 is less than 10. 8 is also less than 10. So we are going to use the method of listing the multiples. So on your screen, you would see we would first write the several multiples of 5 and 8. So multiples of 5, and you're going to skip count with me. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 50, 55, 60. We're going to stop there. Now let's look at multiples of 8. And we're also going to skip count in 8. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, 72, and we can go on and on. However, we can now check to see which are the smallest multiple of the numbers that are common. So we can see based on the number that is in red, 40 and 40. So the common multiple of 5 and 8 is 40. The lowest common multiple, that is, of 5 and 8 is 40. There you have it. Let's practice a few of those using this method. I'm going to do the first one with you, and I would leave you to do the second one. So first we're going to find the multiples of 6. Multiples of 6. And you're going to skip count with me. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, and we can go on. Now multiples of 8. And we're going to skip count again. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40. We stop there. Now we can check our multiples and look for the multiple that is common and the lowest common multiple. So 6, 12, 18, 24. So 24 are the two multiples that we would come across first for those two numbers, and we call that the lowest common multiple. Therefore, the LCM, or lowest common multiple, of 6 and 8 is 24. There you have it. Now, I would like you to continue by doing the next two questions. Now for a second method. We are now going to use prime factors to find the LCM of numbers that are greater than 10. Now let's find the LCM of 20 and 48. Steps. First step would be to assess your numbers. 18 is greater than 10 and 48 is also greater than 10. Now let's find factors of the first number, 18. So as you can see, 18 is equal to 9 multiplied by 2. Then you now take the 9, and 9 is equal to 3 multiplied by 3. So 18, the prime factors of 18 would be 2 is equal to 2 by 3 by 3. Now let's find the prime factors of our second number, 48. So 24 multiplied by 2 is equal to 48. But we can break that 24 down further. 12 multiplied by 2 is equal to 24. And we can break 12 down further. 6 multiplied by 2 is equal to 12. And we can still break 6 down further. 3 multiplied by 2 is equal to 6. So there we have our prime factors. So we can say 48 is equal to 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. Now for our next step. We can take out the common factors. So we can write the factors that each number shares. So we now see sharing this 2, and they both also share 3 in common. So we now have for the next step, we take all the other factors that are, you can say, left. So we have 2 by 2 by 2 by 3. And there we have it. The prime factors of 48, we can write 48 as 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 by 3. Prime factors of 18, 2 by 3 by 3. We found the common factors, which is you have 2 and 3 in both of them. Right? And we pair those off, and now we can add all the others that were left in the multiplication sentence. So now we have our LCM. Two by 3 is 6. 6 by 2 is 12. 12 by 2 is 24. 24 by 2 is 48. And 48 by 3 is 144. So the LCM of 18 and 48 is 144. Now, find the lowest common denominator of the following pairs of numbers on your screen. Take some time to write them down now, and you can do them after. And there you have it, 2 methods for finding the LCM of numbers. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Spice Math. See you again next time on Spice Math.